The 11th district in many places is a manufacturer district. It used to be a little outside Paris. A lot of shops were set here, a lot of light industry. This has been a manufacturer building from the 1920s. Little by little, the units have been converted to residential. So when we came in the space, somebody was living in the space, but it was not official. And then we fell in love with the space with nothing in it, so we asked ourselves, how can we keep the space as it is? So we decided to insert that island piece of furniture in the space and never really touch the space. Just leave all the ceilings and walls and row of windows, everything as untouched as possible. So how do you think of a piece of furniture as something you can actually live in? How do you manage natural light? How do you manage ventilation? How do you manage privacy? So one of the needs for natural light is actually handled with moving those aluminum panels to provide a more direct natural light inside the two rooms that are in that island. One of the rooms is the main bedroom and the second one is the bathroom. And so there's no door per se in the apartment. Everything that you do is with those metal panels. So here, actually, the island creates an entrance. And right next to the entrance door, you have that entrance closet with everything you need for an entrance. And then those panels slide on the rail, and you're back to that island. Again, just by manipulating those panels, you this time get access to this room, the bathroom, which is grouped together with stairs and bedrooms, so that all those rooms are really close to each other and very easy to navigate in. So here it's very easy to go from bedroom to bathroom to second bedroom to storage. It's very efficient at the same time that it creates this distance with the rest of the apartment. Okay, so here's a very simple bathroom with the level of intimacy that you want when you take your shower. If you're alone, you want a maximum amount of natural light. Or you can shut the shutters to take a shower if somebody else you're not so close to is in the living room. It's sort of like a tree foliage filtering the light when you take the shower. It's actually very nice. In terms of storage, we try to maximize as much as we could. Of course, those drawers, cabinets, and here under the stairs to the guest bedroom, it's literally following the slope of the stairs. It's literally under the third step and you wouldn't fit anymore. So this is actually one of those panels.
Wow.
From inside.
How'd you choose the color?
We definitely wanted something to balance the roughness of the space and to contrast with it, so something warm and shiny and precious. Here you sort of go up the stairs towards the light. You get to that bedroom that's more of a guest bedroom. Not for tall people, especially you. But we try to, there's kind of two different ceiling heights in the apartment. There's the bottom of the beam and the actual slab, a little bit higher. So we managed the stair landing to be where you have the most space. Pretty nice view. This is actually very unusual for Paris because you are at the end of a dead-end street, so it's very quiet. And so here you kind of see the sandwich. So here you see how thin the perimeter of that island is. You see this sort of color-coded sandwich, the white being a gypsum board, the gray being the steel structure, and actually within the gray part, the steel structure, there's insulation, acoustic. and the champagne color for the aluminum panels, each of which is numbered. There's 40 of them. They shipped all together, and it was kind of a giant jigsaw puzzle to find where is what and put them around the island. And as you see here, this is the closest that you get between the rough original concrete structure and the kind of precious furniture that we just dropped in, is this space. They never quite touch, but here they're pretty close and contrasting, and having that dialogue, I think, both enhances the authentic part of the apartment and what the owners and myself added to it.
And you see how there's still a kitchen and living room, and all that is very conventional.
All of that is also defined by furniture. The sofa defines the living room, that's just enough. The table defines the kitchen dining area, that's just enough. And you can do already a lot with that. This is the bedroom, which most of the time you'll see with the shutters closed too. Here maybe you see a little more clearly the structure of that island. It's all 100% steel structure. So it's in the beam, it's in the columns, it's in the metal frames of the aluminum panels, it's in the door threshold. Again, we try to squeeze in as much storage as possible under those stairs, and you start to see the angle of the stairs. Those are, just like we just saw in the bathroom, those are drawers that follow the exact angle of the stairs. So we use those holes to either open the down drawer or the up drawer. Have as little work for the woodworker as possible.
What material is that?
That's OSB, and we decided to just paint them very lightly so that you would preserve the texture of the original panel. So there's no corner. That island has no corner.
Okay,
all the corners are round. And here you sort of get that sense, a little bit like it's kind of hard to get that sense of depth where exactly the corner of the room is. Because all the corners of that island are rounded, your eyes kind of struggles to find the clear limit of the space. And that's something that I've seen in Paris 19th century Haussmannian building, when it happens between the walls and the ceiling, and you get that sense of not sure where the ceiling exactly is, how tall the room is. The bedroom is a night space, so most of the time it's actually closed. And again, you'll get that tree leaf filters. Because the apartment, in some ways, is like a glorified studio. It seems big, but it's only 69 square meters for 2 bedrooms. So you can't really have all rooms directly open onto an exterior space. So that's one of the challenges of what do we do if you try to inhabit a piece of furniture? How do you deal with natural light? How do you provide it? How do you manage it? And how do you provide air also? Through that raised floor in the living room, you have the ventilation ducts and connecting to the exterior, both for the bathroom and the bedroom. And here you get to another perimeter space, which is storage, which is the extension of the kitchen. Well, here you have a fridge, freezer below. It's kind of little pantry.
Yeah.
And as you get further away from the kitchen, this is office things. A little bit of everything. And the more you get away from the kitchen, the more you get into actual coat closet. So that's actually also designed to accommodate for guests being in the second bedroom, and maybe down the road the owners will move upstairs with their kids staying below. So you can, without going through the family spaces, go down the stairs and get into your sort of walk-in closet right here. And here, actually, the cabinets are concealing the building shaft. So it looks like a closet, but it's not.
Yeah. That's a lot of storage.
It's actually a little over 8 meters long set of cabinets that extends the living room towards the more private spaces, and it goes up all the way almost to the ceiling, but it doesn't cluster the space, it more like extends it. This island piece of furniture, it shows that you don't need to have partitions to create different places in a small space. So I think that's what furniture is good at. Behind this panel is the bathroom plumbing, shower and faucet for the sink. And so in case there might be a need in the future to do some work on the plumbing, we managed perforation so that you can easily get access to screws that are behind the panel to unlock it, so you can fix very easily, and then just kind of clip it back. You could almost think of that island as its own little home. It has facades, it has 4 elevations, it has a roof, it has foundations, it has windows. Actually, this cladding is a metal cladding that's used for exteriors. It's sort of a house within a big house that could be either in this apartment or outside. When they don't want it anymore, somebody can buy it and put it in the middle of a beautiful forest.